Yo, give us 2 minutes. We done podcast where we have Chris trying to keep it warm. Yeah, Commander's there. We got Rosie always on the beach. Give us the and we got the referee, the extraordinaire. We got penalized already.
Already got flagged.
I mean, I got flagged with Charles K. What did we do, Charles? We just got started, man. What did I mess up this time?
I'm just calling the game early. That's all.
The penalty because the other game that was going on wrong. Gotcha. Well, folks, Rosie, how did we do this week?
Okay, you really want to know?
Yes.
All right, here's how it went down. The score this week was 8-10-12. So it's like 2 points separating. With me pulling up the rear this week, I know I've been on top the last 3 or 4 weeks, but this week I took some gambles and it didn't pay off. So I'm pulling up the rear with 8. In the middle is Chris with 10. And on top this week, darn it, I hate to say it, but it is none other than Todd Hunt with 12. Count them, 12 correct.
What, man? I was smoking hot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
My head is big, y'all. So thank you, Rosie, for that reassurance. Because like I said, nobody was watching the last night's game anyway.
I watched
watching Dallas against the Raiders.
I mean that's about the show. I watched the game. It ain't about Dallas. And
and you know what? And I found out my cousin actually plays for the Raiders. He's been injured for a while, but my husband caught him on TV last night. I was like, I didn't know he still playing. I'm kind of bad.
The question is, are the Raiders still playing?
Right. Yeah.
I think the Raiders and the Jets have something on them.
They're both battling for that number 1 pick.
Go ahead, that mojo is just gone.
Yeah. Hey, Todd, and your head keep getting cut off. It look like you're bald. Yeah, that's
there
better.
We go. We're gonna get better. All right, there. We are balding, by the way. I'm gonna start looking like Jeff.
No. I am.
And Charles,
you are balding. We just realized we need to cut it all off. You haven't reached that point yet.
Yeah, it's getting to there. So speaking of that, we got redemption plan going over here. Y'all ready for this? For Thursday night's matchup, Buffalo against Houston. Bringing up the rear, we're going to start with Dr. Rogers to redeem yourself.
I got to redeem myself this week. All right, I'm going with Buffalo.
She's picking to say, all right, Chris, who you going with?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Buffalo too.
I'm going with Houston. I'm going with the upset.
Okay.
All right. Oh, wow. The ugly game of the week. Pittsburgh at Chicago. Chris, who you going with?
Wow. Oh, wow. I'm gonna stick with Pittsburgh.
Okay. Dr. Rogers, the brains of the group.
Listen, the Bears are hot. They are feeling themselves. They're having best season that they've had in a long time. I'm going to have to roar with those Bears.
I'm going with the Bears because I don't like Aaron Rodgers' hand situation. All right. With that in mind, we're going to go with New England at Cincinnati. I'm going to pick New England, the Patriots. Chris, you're still thinking? Dr. Rogers?
I'll go with the Patriots, too.
Okay, Chris, Dr. Rogers.
I'm patriotic.
Yeah, she's always patriotic, folks. Okay, the ugly game of I don't know what happened to Detroit besides the bad calls. New York against the at Detroit. I'm going with the Detroit Lions. Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
You know what? I rode with you in them Lions last time, and I end up at the bottom, picking you in them Lions. But I'm gonna try one more time.
I'm
gonna go one more time. They gotta redeem themselves.
We're gonna do one more again there. Chris, who you gonna go with?
Okay, wait. So this is the New York Giants?
Yeah, Giants against the Lions.
Oh yeah, the Lions.
There we go. Okay, got that cat thing going on again. All right, here we go. We got Minnesota at Green Bay. Woo! Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go with Dr. Rogers. See if the hate comes out. Who you going with, Dr. Rogers?
I gotta get back on top, so I gotta go for the win. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I'm gonna take a chance.
Ooh, she's going with the Packers. They look like hackers. Okay, Chris, who you going with?
I'm gonna stick with the cheese. Packers.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings for the upset. All
Uh-oh.
right, next up, this is the easy one. Seattle at Tennessee. I'm definitely picking Seattle. Dr. Rogers, who you picking?
Oh, gotta go with Seattle.
Chris.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's going Seahawks. Okay.
Yeah.
Indianapolis at the Kansas City Chiefs. Nobody knows what the Chiefs are doing. Chris, who you going with?
Okay, the Chiefs not gonna lose two times. Yeah, they're gonna the Chiefs are gonna come through. I don't like them, but yeah, Kermit is gonna pull it through.
Okay, okay, Kermit the Frog. All right, there you go. Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
Do or die. The Chiefs got to do or die, man. I'm gonna have to go. And just to say, we did not pick on last week's Chiefs game. I don't know how
Oh,
we missed that one, Todd, but we did
What?
not. We did
what?
not. We did not include them last. So
Freudian
uh,
slip. We don't like the Chiefs.
redemption
Okay,
in the process. Who you going with, Todd?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay,
Who are you going with, Dr. Rogers?
Chiefs all the way.
Oh, I thought you were going to Colts. All right, the New York Jets at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm definitely going Ravens on this one. Chris, who you going with?
Oh yeah, the Ravens.
Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
I gotta say this for my brother Jeff to let him know I'm thinking about him. Is Lamar Jackson starting? Gotta show him some love. Gotta show my brother
Gotta show some love. We got that caveat in there. Yeah, if Lamar's playing, I'm going with the Ravens.
All right, I'm going with the Ravens.
Okay. Thank you there, Jeff. And then we got the Cleveland Browns against wow, the Raiders. Oh. 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 Ladies first.
Wow.
Dr. Rogers, who you going with? Who you going with, Dr. Rogers?
Can I get a corn talk? I get a corn talk. Let me is Shador playing? I'm gonna take it.
He may not be after people still in his house while he was at the game.
Yeah.
Poor Shador. I'm gonna go with the Browns. I'm gonna go with the
she's
Browns.
going with Browns. She's going to Browns. Okay, Chris, who you going with?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Ooh, she's trying to go for the W.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Browns because if Shador's playing and he has the rest of the first string, I'm going to pull a Jeff too. If Shador's playing, I'm going with the Browns. If not, I'm going with the Raiders. All right. Yeah.
Let me write that in. That's it.
Yeah. Pencil that in there if you can. All right.
Caveat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, caveat. Then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, we're not doing that anymore.
Okay, so I'm going with the Cleveland Browns regardless. There we go.
Yeah, we're not
I wrote
doing
it down. I can show you. I wrote it down.
Yeah, that's just like the Packers, you know.
Showing Jeff some love.
I mean, the Pittsburgh if Rogers is playing and not playing. So
see. Well, okay, you know. Well, I guess we changed the new rules.
And you could say that about Washington. So I'm just throwing all that out.
Wait, what? Washington don't have a quarterback right now. He's hurt.
Stop it. We have Mariota.
Sorry, before I get penalized again.
Mariachi.
Mariachi. There we go. Pavarotti. Hey. Then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at Arizona Cardinals. I'm going with the Jaguars because his mom was on here. We're gonna shout out to the Jaguars there. All right, the Green family. All right, who you gonna pick, Chris?
Yeah, Jaguars.
Okay, got the cat thing. Dr. Rogers, what you gonna try to do? Upset? Get tricky on us?
I'm going with the Jaguars. No, I gambled last week. Ain't no more gambling this week.
She's not playing with house money anymore. She's like, I gotta go for that win, get that $100 from Mike. Okay.
She's at a hotel.
All right, here we go. We got next up Philadelphia Eagles against Dallas. Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
You're gonna put some respect on their name.
When they play defense, I will. All right.
Hey, what else you want them to do, Todd? You know what?
And also, Todd, they lost. Have some empathy and sympathy. They lost a player.
They did lose their heart and soul, and they're playing with a lot of spirit. You're right.
Yes.
Our defense played better. We picked up a couple people doing, trade and all that. Mm-hmm. So I'm rolling with the boys. Dak and the boys all the way.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I ain't scared of them Eagles.
You better be, because whenever they get their act together, But your offense is all that. Chris, who you going with?
Yeah, I'm flying with the Eagles.
Uh-oh, she's soaring with the. Oh, then we got
Yeah.
the Atlanta Falcons at New Orleans.
Oh,
Oh, I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons because I think Kirk Cousins may pull this one off.
Falcons.
Falcons. Okay, Rogers, who you picking?
Saints.
Ooh, she's
What?
getting tricky here. All right.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay at the Los Angeles Rams. I'm
Mm.
picking the Rams. Who you picking, Chris?
Yeah, I went with them Bucks last. Yeah, Rams.
I
I'm
can't trust the
switching this time.
Bucks.
The
Dr.
Bucks
Rogers.
had a fight though. They put up a really good fight. It was a good game, back and forth, right?
It's always a
Hmm.
good game. It's just when they go fourth. That's the question. Dr. Rogers, who you going with, Dr. Rogers?
Okay, I'm gonna roll with the Rams. I'm gonna roll with the Rams.
Uh-oh, it's a clean sweep, everybody. We're in trouble. All right, next
Uh-oh.
up, we have the Carolina Panthers at San Francisco.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know who's going to show
Hmm.
up in this one. I'm just going to go with San Francisco because I have no clue what is going on with that team.
Yeah.
Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
I'm going with them because they're looking a little bit better. I mean, they're looking a little healthier. So I'm gonna go with 49ers.
Okay, Chris. I mean, you kind of got their colors on, so
I know. I'm gonna stick with the Gold Rush. 49ers.
All
all
right.
right. But now that we got that out of the way in our picks, and like I said, stick with the winner. All right.
Right.
I had to throw that in there, lovely ladies. But y'all been kicking my butt for the last couple of weeks, so I'm happy to be on top again.
I know for 1 week, for once in your life, we
Yes, yes,
get
yes, yes. Once in my life, it's the Stevie Wonder
it.
song. Um,
Yeah.
so with that in mind, what did you guys find out very interesting this week?
one
Uh,
Chris-
thing I thought was a little interesting. It seemed to have been the weekend for the backup quarterbacks.
Mm,
mm.
Because we had a lot of backs got hurt or injured during the game.
I
We had,
know.
starting quarterbacks who were injured prior to the game. So I think this weekend was a weekend for the backup quarterbacks. It was good to see Shador Sanders get in to have his first official game with
Mhm.
the starters.
yeah,
Um, and I
while
wish,
playing,
right.
let's
Right.
make that. Yeah, he played with the starters.
Huh?
He played with the starters while playing in the game for the first
Game. Yeah.
Okay, you know what I meant, Todd.
time.
Okay. But it was good to see him out there. I wish the outcome had been better, but I think it was a very teachable moment. It was a very, very learning experience because now he sees the speed of the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with him being the quarterback that I believe he is, I think he's going to go study tape. He's going to go prepare. He's going to, do what he needs to do so he can be ready. And hopefully, his next opportunity will be a win for him.
Mm.
Hmm.
So
Well,
that's what I saw.
that's a great
Weekend of the
assessment
backup.
there. Chris, what were you
Yeah.
thinking?
Well, I'm just thinking all those people who went to Madrid, I hope you enjoyed your vacation there.
Ooh.
See, because it was muy mal. Muy bad. I don't know much Spanish, but that was just mal. Bad. Um, the glad we replaced our kicker because how do you miss two field goals? You have one job.
Mm-mm.
One job. Glad we have a bye this week to regroup. But I agree with Rosie. It was a lot of injuries in the games that I watched. And I'm just like, are people drinking that milk? Because like the bones are just all broke up, people limping. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know. Is the conditioning not happening?
Well, I
I'm
know
just not
the
seeing, yeah.
yeah, the physicality they had to kind of because of the concussions and everything like that. So they thought there was going to not impact injury, but the conditioning is
Ooh,
not as sharp as it usually is at this point of the season. But I mean, this is week
Uh,
what
uh, uh,
12? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't you think it's just the opposite? They said that they were going to cut down preseason games to
Mm,
reduce injuries, and then they added additional games. Now, by cutting down preseason games, I feel the players doesn't get enough
mm-mm.
reps,
Yeah.
and it for the long for the season, and you're having more injuries in the season.
yeah,
What I thought was more interesting was the way for the last 2 years, they have been beating up Carolina's quarterback, which is a really good young man,
Yeah.
Bryce
Mm-hmm.
Young. And this
Mm.
week they're giving him all the praise, how he's starting to come. And he's always been there. He just been with the wrong offensive coach. And Carolina is playing great ball, and they're really a lot of teams they really not talking about that almost are playing good ball. I'm not going to talk about the Broncos because to me they really stink. But they're having uh good ball, and a very interesting thing. It's strange, and Todd said the same thing. They strange how you talk about Philly on the way they winning and how they winning, but they're still winning. And
Well,
they're leading because people are following because everybody's trying to do what? The tush tush or the push push
Push,
or
push,
whatever.
push. Mm-hmm.
The tish push. Everybody's trying to emulate that. So you can't be a loser when someone they're falling behind what you're doing.
but
And
mhm.
go ahead,
But let's just
Todd.
be real. The Philadelphia Eagles are dysfunctional themselves because they're talking about themselves. And, it's kind of weird because, yeah, they're saying, and they know they could play better. But,
Mm-hmm.
the question is whenever they get the offensive coordinator, they get good. But, the thing that kind of bothered me was the way they pushed it. Two things that bothered me. Number one, Detroit, we lost to the Eagles um, because, okay, if you're going to let the refs
Ain't no cause Detroit
well, I mean, if
lost
you're
to
gonna
the
let if you're
Eagles.
gonna let the refs dictate, I mean, we just didn't play good enough to win the game. That's just flat out. There's no excuses
Mm-hmm.
on it. I'm not making excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, at the end of the day, if a bad you expect bad calls. That's just how the game is played, right? Can
Mm-hmm.
you over great teams overcome those? And like I said last year, we're not a great team yet. We're getting there. I mean, if I think we stay healthy, we can. And the last thing is that Shador Sanders situation. How do you not play him and get any? He's the with the number twos, and he's a rookie. I mean that
Right.
that that looks like Stefanski doesn't want him to succeed. And
Mm-hmm.
and even if you don't think so, Stefanski, the appearance of it is so bad because
Right.
as a head coach, you want all your guys to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
And you got rid of your veteran quarterback, and you knew you had a rookie quarterback on a rookie quarterback. You got to get some reps in there.
Mm-hmm. What you think about Dan taking over the defense and they still lost?
Well, I mean, the defense to me, we seen a difference in the play. He couldn't take over the defense, and the defense was going to step up because I'm using Todd excuse. Last year, Washington has a lot of hurt players. On both sides of
Hurt
the
and old
ball,
players.
hurt
Mm-hmm.
and old players. So this year, um, my hats off to Philly, Washington, the Giants, and the Cowboys. They're just playing the season out.
Mm-hmm.
It's no way they're gonna get into anything. Philly is the team. Um, I don't think Kansas City is gonna uh go anywhere. But just speaking of Philly, how Todd again was talking about how they're talking about do whether they talk about each other, whether the players have attitude. I'm looking at last year when was that CD Lamb reading the book?
No, no, that was AJ Brown reading the book.
Yeah, AJ Brown, he's reading the book. He's reading the book.
It's- uh, uh,
Somebody always steps up on Philly. So, and they talking about well, Hurt. Y'all didn't want Hurts to run. Y'all talked about his poor choices, but I think they use Hurt when Hurts run that ball. Their offense is different, and he did that. He did that in the Super Bowl.
mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't see. I don't see unless Philly beat themselves anybody beating Philly.
Phillies,
I don't. I don't see Kansas City in it
I
this
see
year.
it.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Philly and
Again.
someone else.
Yeah.
I actually don't think Philly's going to be there again.
Oh,
Really?
Mm,
I,
mm.
I mean, it was a low scoring game. What the other night was 16-9,
yeah.
something like that, low scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't feel like Philly to me does not look like the Super Bowl team. They're winning and they're a good
Mm-hmm.
team and they're playing well. But for some reason, I don't see them in the long haul going all the way. I see an upset coming for them.
Uh-oh.
I see something's going to happen that, they're not going to adapt and overcome, because there's even been some other games this season where either they were just not looking like Philadelphia. So it's, to me,
Mm-hmm.
out of any given Sunday is how I see them now, is
Mhm.
that which team is going to show up and pull it out. And I don't see them pulling it out to get to the Super Bowl.
So,
But when
so
we have-
you don't feel they have that same mojo as Kansas City, who don't see when people still say Kansas City gonna pull it out when not this year but previous
Yeah.
years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Kansas they're gonna give it a good run, a good try,
Mm-hmm.
even if
Right.
Pat got to try to make miracles themselves. But for
Yeah.
some reason, I don't see Philly is having that oomph
Yeah.
enough
Mm-hmm.
right now to make that push. I think there's an upset coming. I think somebody got their number.
You know
In the
what?
playoff, in the
Playoff.
Right.
playoff, in
And
the playoff, like the Lions. Washington had the Lions number in the play. It's going to be
yeah.
similar to that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Somebody
somebody's going to be like perfect storm. They're going to implode because they get mad at each other
somebody-
and get beat. It's kind of like in basketball when the teams arguing with each other and they
Mm-hmm.
know they're better than that. You got them at that point. It's just a matter of just
So,
playing the game out.
so
and they
what
got the
team in
target
the
on their
East?
back. They got the target on their back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What team in the NFC?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not Philly, then who?
No, definitely not the
Cowboys,
Commanders.
No,
no,
no.
Cowboys
No,
always
we're
always
not talking
football good.
about people
No,
that's out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Commanders are
well, we
gone. I
still
don't
got
think
some
they're
more
gonna make the
games to
playoffs.
go, right?
I
I mean,
mean,
but
It don't matter. We ain't got enough games to go to.
We got a few more games. Okay.
you got
no,
the Packers are playing, pretty good if they stay healthy. They if they stay healthy, because to me they can pull off some like
yeah,
what?
yeah, they
But they
can,
on. But
but I think to be honest with you, Dr. Rogers usually comes on strong. She came on strong. I mean, I agree with her 100%, except for that pick. The Los Angeles Rams, I think that's the team that everybody's fearing right now.
Right.
The
If you
Rams.
talk about
Okay.
the East, you know what I'm saying, or you're talking about the NFC, that's the team that everybody's fearing. Tampa Bay is like one of those teams that can come up. I don't think they can win the Super, but they can beat that team. There's that team that can
Right.
beat an Eagles team on any
Mm-hmm.
given Sunday. You don't want to face a team like that. If they make the
anybody,
playoffs.
Tampa Bay is you gonna have to
They'll beat
fear.
one team that
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be there. They're that good. Now, can they do a
Yeah.
straight sweep? No, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
so. And
No.
Right.
Philadelphia is loaded. Everybody knows they're from top down. They are the best team. However, the
Mm-hmm.
coaching is suspect, which it has been. Seattle, you can rattle Sam Darnold. If you have a front four, he's going to fold.
Mm-hmm.
It's been proven. And after that, good luck, because you definitely are not looking at Chicago.
Well,
They can't keep
I
making
don't know.
comeback.
Man, Chicago is making a comeback. I mean, yeah, they making a push. I think this is the best season they've had in a while.
This is the best season, but you can't win a Super Bowl with Caleb Williams, at the very end every time.
I don't know,
Yeah.
looking a little bit like
Well,
Donovan McNabb out there a little bit. I had to,
So,
And he didn't win a Super Bowl, by the way.
no, he didn't.
so you're thinking the best three teams. Let's say the best three:
Mm-hmm.
Philly, the Rams, and Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay is an upset team. That's how I see it.
In
Tampa
the
Bay is an
NFC.
upset team. They're going to win one game they shouldn't win.
Now,
Right.
how about the AFC? Who would be your top three picks?
Oh boy.
Mm.
Ew. I mean, ew. That first of all, I don't trust New England. New England,
I was gonna say, yeah.
I like the way they're playing, but I can't trust Pittsburgh. Good luck.
Nah, I don't think
You know,
It's not a Pittsburgh year, that's for sure.
yeah.
I
I
don't even
mean,
know about the Ravens. I don't know.
Ravens don't even know about the Ravens.
Yeah.
They on the
Oh,
come up, so at least
Shimmer.
right there, 500 now. So they on the come up.
well, I mean, this may be their year. They may get that hot streak, and it's definitely not Cincinnati. They're like, they were hoping to get a W, and they keep on getting L's.
No, no.
Um,
What about
Your two teams y'all haven't spit out your mouth,
Bills.
and you should think about it. Well, Bills is one you need to think
hmm
about. You need to,
yeah.
although you can't you gotta say Denver. You gotta put them in the conversation.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
problem
They're
is when Denver lost to who they lost to at this
hmm
stage of the season.
But we're not talking about who they love because all the teams this year, it's like
Have
Rosie
been,
said, any given Sunday.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
their record is 8-2. Come on now, you
Yeah,
gotta
Denver
put in
took.
you
No,
gotta put
you
it
got to put them in
in
there.
I
But
said in the conversation, the
yeah,
top three.
hmm
Everybody y'all talking about has losing. They
I
have
know.
losing records. So I mean, how they gonna be in the top three? You got to put Indianapolis. You got to put to me Buffalo, Indianapolis, and Denver right now. I'm not saying
but see, the
the
problem I
other
have is
team.
this:
It could
Kansas City's
change.
been there, done that. So even though the record in the regular season they're starting to get like the New England Patriots. Forget the regular
hmm
season. If they get in the
But they gotta
playoffs,
get to the playoff, Todd.
Right.
We got
I,
you got
I,
teams that already Kansas City not even in the wild card situation. I'm talking about the top
They're in
three.
the
I'm
hunt.
not talking. Yeah, I'm not
I know.
talking about
Yeah.
people that you know their past record. That's in the rearview mirror. We're
so
driving.
if you talk about the top three, you're definitely saying the Bills, New England, and
hmm
you got to put Denver. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what you can put for the AFC because the rest of the AFC, it's
And we
a
can come back and
It's a
visit
point.
because it may not be
it's
that.
like Chris's ex dates.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's
It's
write
the
it.
crapshoot. Like, what kind of person are they?
Okay. Right, right, right.
So Charles
Chris
got.
has yeah. I thought Chris been married many years. Did you know
Her
Chris
ex
back when
dates,
she
her
was that?
exes. She probably
Wow.
dated
No.
a lot of dudes back in the day, and like they're not
Well,
there to
that
count.
that would be my dad at the door. Goodbye.
Mm-mm.
They stopped at the oh you dismissed like dang what's up with him?
Yeah.
Todd, Todd,
So
how did we get into dating and Rosie being at a hotel? I mean, how did we get in all that on the football show?
By
This is a clean
myself.
show.
hey
I,
That clear.
man,
We're gonna make
I'm gonna
sure
have to
Dodgers
penalize you
understand.
tonight.
but
And she didn't state
but
it does thing.
now we're getting ready to for the 2 minute drill here, Charles. Since we got our group here, we will just do the 2 minute with all three of us here. Who goes first, Charles?
Who go? Since it's two ladies and one male, two ladies call the coin for the 2 minute drill. Rosie, you want to call it?
I was gonna defer to Chris and let her call it.
The coin with
Can we
The
call
heads
it?
or tails?
well, it's out of the studio. Let me see what side the hand sanitizer goes.
Oh, okay.
Eh,
Okay.
Am I calling it first?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
Oh,
call
oh,
it.
okay. Heads for me.
and here's it is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Wow. What an honor to do a
Uh,
2 minute drill.
here's it is, but you have a choice.
Oh, okay.
You
I'll
can
defer to the
defer or you
doctor.
can take it. She wants to take
Defer
she's
to the doctor.
offense.
He's gonna refer to the good doctor. Okay, so then in my 2 minute drill, but I'm just gonna continue. What I really want to talk about is the Cowboys, and I am very proud of them for the way they played. Given what they just went through with losing a teammate, I'm proud of the way that they honored him.
hmm
I'm proud that they wore his face on shirts and they had his jersey hanging. So I'm very proud of that. And then, it gives me the opportunity to say once again, if you are having struggles and if you are having trouble, you need to rely on your team. Don't wait till you're at the breaking point But, and you know, if only he could look back now and see how beloved he was, how all of the great things they had to say about him, how they viewed him. Because a lot of times we would see ourselves as being small and insignificant when other people are seeing us as being heroes or being large or being role models. So don't stay in your head and see yourself as being insignificant, but get to know the people around you and how you are affecting other lives, and use that as a motivation to continue to live. 988 if you are struggling.
Great one. Great one. All right,
Loved
Chris.
it. Wow. Well, I am just going to use my 2 minutes to talk about just being truthful. We're in an era of people not being truthful and open and transparent. And I agree with Rosie. We're in a time also of folks who are struggling financially, going through some stuff. Be transparent with folks. If you need help, with bills, things like that, speak up, let people know. This is a time when if those who've been givers and you now have to be on the receiving end, be open to being a receiver of people giving to you. A lot of us have a lot of pride. And I know, especially here in the DMV, folks are still struggling, getting those paychecks, catching up on bills. And, those of us who have it, give to people, especially those who have kids, they're struggling, they're trying to get that Thanksgiving meal or something together. How about you provide that? And don't have them struggling trying to figure out how to make ends meet. So, we talk about being thankful for our teams, but let's be thankful and, just live with an open hand amongst each other, because that's the way we're going to make it. Stop being fake. If you need help, ask for help.
Great one, you two. Last thing I'm going to end up with is, Shadur Sanders has been a lightning rod for whatever reason for having a dad in his life. We always talk about absentee fathers and stuff, and like, oh, the father's. So when a father is in the home, we're demonizing a dad for being a dad. And
Yeah.
let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? If you're mad at that, I have a problem with that because, we want fathers involved in their sons'
Yes.
lives. And so, I don't know what Mike Stefanski's doing. It's looking pretty bad right now where, you got two, like I said before, you got two rookie quarterbacks and the backup doesn't even get reps with the one. I mean, from what I saw, I don't think the stats showed that I don't think he threw an interception. He didn't play quite well, but you get if you haven't played with the number ones, the speed, knowing where they're out, how fast they're going, where they want the ball, all that stuff needs to be established for a whole week, and he had no
Yeah.
rhythm at all. And I'm just rooting for this young man that he gets a real opportunity, not
Hmm.
oh yeah, we threw him out there, oh yeah, he's horrible, and his confidence gets ruined because of how you're treating him.
Right.
Give him a fair opportunity, give him a fair shot like you would anybody else. I mean, look at Sam Darnold. He got a
That's
lot
right.
of shots. And guess what?
Yeah.
He's a starter in Seattle right now. Okay, Bryce Young, we just talked about him. Hey, they stuck with him instead of demonizing. That's our starter. Now he's starting to play well. And let's just be real. Is it a black quarterback thing? Well, with that in mind, we're going to get ready to wrap up here. We're going to say, Chris, what are you doing this weekend?
Wow. This weekend, okay, that means I am thinking about what we're going to do for Thanksgiving because I'm not cooking. So we have to definitely figure that out.
You're going to be at Dr. Rogers' house. Dr. Rogers
Right.
is doing.
Look, hint, hint.
You
I'll be.
said it right. I will be cooking this weekend. I have 80 of my residents out of 129 who signed up for Thanksgiving dinner. I offered them a choice of turkey or Cornish hens. I have to prepare about 45 Cornish hens
Oh,
and 3 turkeys, along with all the trimmings and the fixings. So this weekend, I'm going to be chopping onions, chopping peppers, cooking cornbread for some dressing, and all the other great things that goes along with it.
can I
And
can
what's
I
the
go to
address?
can I go to the facility?
I know, right?
Cornish hen. Hey, can I sign up? I didn't get that sign up sheet.
Actually, if you volunteer to help serve, you get a free meal.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna know
I'll
that.
give you the
We
address.
But like I said last week, I'll give a shout out to my wife who she was on. If you haven't seen the movie, Mother's Daughter, it'll be coming out on Tubi here real quick. It was really fun to see on the screen and stuff. I directed like 3 scenes and stuff. It happens to be in the trailer, which is really, really exciting. But other than that, I'm not doing much. But shout out to our brothers, Mike and Jeff. We love you guys. Okay, and just people like, subscribe, share, sign up, people, whatever. Please support Give Us 2 Minutes We Done podcast, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Folks, don't forget to like, subscribe us, right? That we're on iHeartRadio. Find us on YouTube there. Give Us 2 Minutes We Done podcast. Share it with somebody, folks. Someone probably needs this word tonight. And you know what? That might be the difference between having a great night and having a different situation. So like I said, please like and share, subscribe us. You can find us on all the platforms. Share it with a friend, share it with an enemy, but share it with somebody. Till next time, we'll Give Us 2 Minutes, we done.